What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel, help out the movement I got going, help me get into the algorithm, so on and so forth. So, at the end of this video, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Check out some of my past content. I guarantee it's going to be a lot of wisdom, knowledge, crazy stories, anything that you ever thought about as far as prison. I guarantee you I have a story touching on a similar situation that you probably had in your mind. So today I wanted to talk about me taking a phone rap for my celly. He got caught with a phone and he had a family visit coming up. For those people who don't know what a family visit is, pretty much what people would call the boneyard. Back then, if you guys ever heard of the boneyard, it's pretty much when you're married, your wife is allowed to bring her and your kids or your immediate family, like brother, sister, mom, dad. They're able to come and spend the night with you. They actually spend 2 nights, 3 days. They spend the weekend with you. Say they come on Friday and they leave Monday morning. Well, at least it used to be like that. Now it's only 2 days. They come Friday, they leave Sunday morning. So pretty much, I'm gonna tell you guys from the beginning to the end of how everything happened. I'm outside in the day room. This was when I was in New Corcoran, Sat F, on F Yard. Anybody knows or familiar with Sat F, F Yard, the level 2? It's a 6-man cubicle. Each cell has 6 people in it. It could be like 2 homies, 2 whites, and 2 blacks. You know, it's a mixture of races. It's not just one cell with 6 homies or one cell with 6 whites. You know what I mean? It's a mixture of races. 9 times out of 10, it's like 2 of each, 2, 2, 2, or something like that. Unless people leave and you get your homie in there or something. You know what I mean? That's the only situation where they're gonna put more of one race than another. They try to always keep the numbers even. So we're in a 6-man cubicle and I go downstairs to use the payphone. Although we have a phone, I had just moved there too with the homie. It was the homie Thumper from Artesia, you know what I mean? I had just moved in there and I knew he had it, but at the same time, that first thing he told me was, hey bro, look, even though we have that, still use the phone down there. But just don't talk about anything about that on the phone down there, you know? But still use that payphone, because say you were in the last building you were at, right? And you were on the phone every day, they log it in. Next thing you know, you move to another building, you're not using the phone no more. They're gonna be like, hey, he got something up there. You know what I'm saying? They be watching, especially the homie being the caliber of person that he was, you know what I mean? They would know. So pretty much, he moves me there. I wanna say within like the first week, I go downstairs and I'm using the phone. He's upstairs. He comes downstairs, I see him go down and he's filling up his jar of water, you know, he's getting water. And next thing you know, boom, the hood just run up the stairs, run straight to the cell. He comes straight to me, you know, because he can't go upstairs. I'm already downstairs, so he comes to me. He's like, fuck, hey bro, I have that right there charging, bro, you know, it's out, it's on the bunk. Fuck. You know what I mean? Long story short, they take it. So they take it, boom. They end up giving him a write-up, you know what I'm saying? Because the Huras know that that's his bunk. But, trip, I had just moved there to that cubicle. So the bunk he was on was actually my bunk. And the bunk I was on was actually his bunk. But because the bunk that I was moving into, the bunk that was empty, it was in the back in the cut. So when I got there, he told me like, hey bro, look, I'm using this bunk, use this bunk, woo woo woo, you know what I mean? Explain the get down. I'm like, oh, say less. I ain't even tripping, bro, you know what I mean? I'm right here in the cell. This bunk is feeding me, you know? I didn't have a bunk either. He didn't have a bunkie and I didn't have a bunkie, so it was no difference. The only difference was that it was in the cut, you know what I mean? But say less. It's his cell, I'm moving into his cell, you know what I mean? You got that, big dog, you know? So they end up giving him a write-up because they know that he's the one that sleeps there. Like I said, even though on paper I'm there and he's over here, the Huras walking around in the day, seeing him where he's sleeping, they know that he's there. This is where I say that they keep notes. If you're somebody and you stand out and you're talking to the people that are somebody, just on that guilty by association, you don't know how many homies were in the oil because they weren't even part of anything, but they were associates, you know what I'm saying? So boom, they give him the write-up. He's right there in the cell. It was him, it was the homie on Shorty from Vario Bakers, and the homie Thumper. It was us three as far as homies, you know what I mean? So the homie Shorty was already there with him. He was there with him for like 6 months. So he's trying to convince the homie Shorty to take the rap. Like, hey bro, I got a family visit. You know what I mean? Like, hey. And the homie Shorty was like 6 months to the pad. So he's like, what? Hell nah. Like, I ain't trying to like. And he didn't use the phone. Keep in mind, he was a person that he just got his thug on, like hustle on the yard. The homie had him doing things for him and stuff like that. But that's how he survived in there. So the homie felt some type of way because he's like, bro, I've been feeding you. I got you a TV, all your clothes. I helped you get all this. You can't do this for me? And I heard that. I heard the back and forth. And I just told him, like, hey, fool, don't trip. Like, I got this, my boy. He's like, what? At this time, this was 2014, you know? I wasn't supposed to get out till this was 2014. I ended up getting out 2017. So I had 2 years left. I was supposed to get out 2016. So I had a couple years left, you know? I was like, whatever, say less, I'll take it. Because that time you can't get back. Not only are you gonna get a write-up, your points are gonna go up, but they give you 90 days, 91 days that you can't get back. You know what I mean? So I was just like, fuck it, like, don't trip. I had a couple years, you know what I mean? And like I said, you know, it was lovely right there. Like, the homie would look out. So he ends up going to the 115 hearing and he calls me as a witness. So I go. As soon as I go inside, I just tell the Hura, like, hey, look, whatever you found, bro, that was mine. You know what I'm saying? So like, what? Like, yeah, whatever you found, that was mine, bro. Like, that's my bunk. You know, he was just watching it for me. Woo, woo, woo. Long story short, they ended up taking it off of him and they put it on me. I ended up getting 91 days for the cause because I didn't want to stop whatever the homie had going on, his family visits and all that, you know what I'm saying? Little did I know it was putting myself in a bad spot later on in life, you know what I'm saying? And I'll talk about that later on. I just wanted to share this story with you guys because, yeah, I did that, and you guys might be like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hell nah, because not only did I get the 91 days, but the homie that I took the rap for, that phone that they took, because one of the agreements that it was when I moved in that cell was that we were gonna go have some on the phone, right? I was only there a week and he got it taken. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the rap for it, and he's gonna be like, you know, we're good. He was still trying to tax me for that phone, you know what I'm saying? After the fact that he got it taken and that I ended up taking 91 days for him, you know what I'm saying? So although you may have good intentions in your heart, other people are not gonna have those same intentions in return, you know what I'm saying? So if I was to go back and change whatever I did, I would in a heartbeat, man, because that person that I did that for didn't have my back and my best interest at the end of the day once stuff transpired later on, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll touch on that on the next videos. I just wanted to give you guys this story right here I know you guys were probably gonna be like, oh yeah, woo woo, you know, they lived happily ever after, and he looked out. Nah, homie. I did that for him, and he ended up doing me wrong. You know what I mean? In the end. So, anytime you guys are in any type of situations, although you feel bad for a person or whatever, you know what I mean? Unless it's like your boy and you know they're gonna do the same for you, look out for yourself. Worry about your best interest. Because I guarantee you it's a dog eat dog world, and they will not hesitate to throw you under the bus when the time comes. You know what I mean? Even though you showed them love, cariño, and you did this for them, when the time comes into return, they're not gonna do that for you. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all just be careful, and I hope y'all learn from this. You know what I'm saying? Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, let's get it.